What is the boldest thing you've seen someone do to greatly lower their cost of living? 1. My best friend divorced his spendaholic wife who had gotten them into over $50,000 of credit card debt, and wanted to take out a second mortgage on the house to buy herself another car. He ended up with half the debt, of course. But he moved in with his sister and dug himself out after 4 years. He lives alone now and is the most careful person with money I've ever seen. She's being supported by her parents who have her on a strict budget. She's almost 50 now. I shudder to think what will happen when they pass and she inherits. 2. I had a friend who would go to farmers markets and wait until the end of the day, then go up to people and offer to buy the leftovers at a discount. Not terribly exciting, but bold. 3. I remember reading a story about a guy who had an internship at some big tech firm, I think Google, in an extremely high cost of living area. He bought an old U-Haul truck and outfitted it for living. He parked in the company lot as obscurely as possible and moved every so often. Used the company showers and such. Probably the best way to manage that situation if you could handle it. 4. My father-in-law is a contractor. Thus, he has to buy lots of supplies. He buys gift cards first, then buys thousands of dollars worth of supplies on the cards. Also he can get the gas points. But because he has to buy so much for his business, it adds up hugely. He hasn't paid for gas in years. He also has to drive quite a bit, so it's a big money saver. Simultaneously the biggest boomer move and the smartest cheating of the system I've ever seen. 5. Van lifed while working as an electrician for C-SPAN on all the Navy boats. Saw my friend spending $1,600 to $2,000 a month in rent. Meanwhile my rent was $80 insurance and about $300 in gas a month. Wife and I raked it in for about 2 years doing that. I love the lifestyle and so easy to maintain. 6. Wife and I got rid of all our grass and turned our front and backyard into a food garden. We only needed to buy veggies in the winter, but this year we've expanded more planting space so we may be able to freeze more. Food is hella expensive now. 7. I've seen one of the episodes of a series featuring the cheapskates, and there's someone who feeds her ex-husband and friends canned tuna which is for cats because apparently, it is cheaper than those sold for humans. 8. I kept my heat off all winter long. 9. My neighbors stole my electricity while I was away for a week, found poorly buried extension cord running from an external outlet to their house. 10. Start living in a tent in a forest. They're still close to the nearest town or city. I knew a professor at my university who did this. He lived far away the rest of the year and then during the semester he would just tent camp at a nearby campsite and just exercise and shower at the university gym every morning.